Hello everyone, welcome back to another Kingdom Hearts 4 video. Nomura actually dropped an interview for Famitsu literally just today, or at least Famitsu released a whole interview just today. There's actually a lot of interesting stuff to actually discuss. But yeah, like Nomura in this interview actually talks about like the trailer and certain aspects for the Kingdom Hearts 4 gameplay. So I'm gonna like just say like all of the new stuff, and then I'm gonna give like my thoughts and my discussion on it. So starting off, the room Sora wakes up is going to be sort of his base in the early parts of the game. The interior in his room will probably change in the final game, and then Shibuya is part of Quadratum. Shibuya in Quadratum is not related to Shibuya in The World Ends With You, no connections. The drill part during the combat is basically the reaction command that we all know from Kingdom Hearts 2. They brought back the reaction command because a lot of fans after Kingdom Hearts 3 really wanted it back. And the fourth thing in the command menu says build command. And it's a new concept called scrap and build, the concept of destruction and reconstruction. More on this later, god damn it Nomura. And the male voice narration during the Cage 4 for trailer is a character we already know, but it's also our first time hearing the voice. I think Nomura said at the event it's not Brain. And yes, and that's pretty much all the information that we got. Shout out to Xenosaga for translating all the info from the Famitsu article. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. But yes, definitely interesting information about the Kingdom Hearts 4, trailer. Because yeah, I really do want to keep breaking down that trailer as much as I can because I'm very excited for this game. So let's actually start and talk about Sora's room. I don't want to say confirm, but it leads to more evidence for my theory that this game is definitely maybe an open world game. And I was planning to upload it or at least create it today, but since we have more information, I guess I gotta recompile and recreate the video to kind of make it more sense now. And then the interior with his room will probably change in the final game. So again, it sticks to more of the idea of what I said last time in my previous videos when I talked about, you know, Sora being Quadratum. He may be solo, or at least like he's gonna be staying in Quadratum for quite some time. And literally, if we're gonna see like actual Disney worlds, we might switch off like characters, or you know, switch off segments. So Sora's gonna visit probably the live action, you know, Disney IPs, while at the other side we're gonna see more Disney stuff from the other characters, such as Donald, Goofy, maybe Kairi, Aqua, Terra. Like there's plenty of other characters literally in the other realm, the original world of where they're from, and they're probably going to discover more maybe Disney worlds somehow, some way in the plot, while Sora discovers the other side of the other Disney worlds, you know. Again, if you want to actually understand what I'm trying to say, please watch my previous video of Star Wars and why Star Wars and Marvel is most likely a thing in Kingdom Hearts, and it will literally be the only exclusive worlds for that particular game. Also, any support to that video is very much appreciated. YouTube algorithm for some reason hates me and they don't want to put the video out, so I highly recommend y'all check it out. So let's talk about this reaction command. I think this is one of the most interesting things that we heard from the news, because I think if I were to criticize Kingdom Hearts 3, even though I enjoyed the game, boss fights definitely felt a bit empty. What I really loved about Kingdom Hearts was how really nice these boss fights were, and adding the reaction command stuff really just puts a unique flavor to them. Because when you would do a reaction command, like you would still have the typical normal boss fight, of course, but when adding a reaction command, it adds like a cool unique scene where you see a cool choreographed fighting scene when doing a reaction command. And not only that, there's like more rewards when you do it, or like there's more you do more damage, so on and so forth. It definitely seems that Team Osaka is learning a lot. Like even if you went back to play the Remind DLC, there was a lot of big tributes. There was definitely so much callbacks of how Kingdom Hearts 2 was, and man, just seeing them improving more. This kind of just also proves my point that Team Osaka is really learning a lot and being more comfortable with the Unreal Engine. So the fact that they're just literally doing way more stuff for Kingdom Hearts 4 is amazing. And the fact that they're going sort of back to its roots as well, of what some fans wanted, is brilliant. Now let's move on to this build command. I think this is really the most interesting part, because any of the Kingdom Hearts games don't even have any sort of quote-unquote building. And apparently this new concept is the scrap and build, the concept of destruction and reconstruction. I wish I could tell you what I really think, but since we don't really have any sort of news about this game other than this, I can't really make the best guess. But if I were just to shoot my shot literally in the dark and just take a wild guess, again, this is going to relate to it being open world, right? And if we're going to have an open world Kingdom Hearts 4 game, the scrap and build, like the concept of destruction and reconstruction, I feel like this game possibly may be more RPG than the other Kingdom Hearts games. And the destruction and reconstruction will be part of, I'm not sure, maybe having this whole economy system in this open world where it benefits Sora somehow, some way, whether it comes to its stats, whether it comes to materials, so on and so forth. Again, if this is open world, then I have no idea how they're going to approach this open world. I don't know how this open world is even going to be unique or not. I have no idea. Or this scrap and build, or like the concept of, again, the destruction, reconstruction stuff, maybe it's something we could use in the middle of a fight. There's going to be more environmental damage happening in this game. It's I guess going to be useful somehow, some way, because like if this showed up actually in our menu during that boss fight against Darkseid, then it must be involving combat. But I can't really think of anything involving scrap and build during combat, unless they're going full on Fortnite, which is obviously a joke. I have no clue. I wish I could give you an idea, but as of now, I have no clue what scrap and build will be used for, other than it would be used for the open world aspect of Kingdom Hearts 4. Comment down below how you guys feel about this. Remember to drop a like and subscribe for more Kingdom Hearts content. We'll see you soon. Yeah, I will make a video going more in depth about how potentially Kingdom Hearts 4 may go open world. I still have to work on it. It may take a few days because I have to gather footage, but alright, peace off.